What's up, pool players? Josh Powell here. Welcome back to another episode of Amateur Pool. We've got a tap league match. This is 8-ball between myself and Mr. Nick Thompson. So this is a 5-2 race. Now, Nick is new to this league. He said he hasn't played in 10 years. You'll be able to see by his stroke. So he started off as a skill level 3 because he's new to the league, but you'll be able to see by his stroke he's going to be a lot better than that, right? He's just getting back into the game, it sounds like, and his skill level will go up. But right now, he's a 3, I'm a 6, so it's a 5-2 race. I just broke. It was dry. I didn't make nothing. Let's go. Let's go. So this is Nick up at the table right now, chalking his cue, figuring out what he wants to shoot at. Fortunately for me, I didn't leave him a ton. I just got lucky off the break. He does have a couple shots. He's going for the bank here. I think he could have shot the 15 maybe. But the bank's not a bad shot. It's a good shot, and as you can see, he nailed it. So he shot the bank, and now he's on the 4-ball or the 2-ball. I think he could even shoot the 7-ball and break out the 1 here if he wanted. So he's going to lift up the back of his stick and try to draw this slightly. Give himself a shape probably on the 2-ball. Oh, he overdrew it. Yeah, it's easy to do when you're on the rail and you got to lift the back of your stick like that. You really have to trust that your stroke's going to work, because otherwise you overpower it, and then it shoots backwards way further than you expected, you know? You guys already know, bro. We got some Monster going today, not a sponsor. We're going to drink this up. We're going to get fired up and juiced up for this match, man. This is a good match. I enjoyed playing this guy. He's a good dude. It's the first time I ever met him, and he let me record. He was cool. Good guy, though. He said he will not be watching this match. He was pretty upset with the way he played. But I told him, man, you watch the match to see where you can fix your stroke, Don't necessarily watch the match always for entertainment when it's your own match. I watch other pool matches for entertainment. When I watch my own matches, I keep an eye on my stroke. I watch my head. I see if I'm doing something wrong, and maybe I can fix it, Meanwhile, I'm talking here on camera, and on screen, me's running out, so to speak. Not really running out, but making a couple balls at least, I think I'm probably going to shoot that 9-ball here. I could probably hit this center ball and just come straight over and then shoot the 13 in the side next. Or I could put a little bottom right and achieve the same thing. Okay, I kind of let the cue ball go there, and it drifted down on me. It hit the 3-ball, and I think blocked up the 11 or the 15? I can't tell. But I think I locked it up, unfortunately. So I've got to figure out how to deal with that, and I've only got 3 balls left. It's not a great position to be in. I think I'm looking at right now just making the 13 and seeing if I can get the angle to make the 10 and come down into the 3. We're going to call it the 15 because I'm not sure. The other option is I can hit it with stun and right, come up to the top rail, and back down to get the angle to come into it the other way. So let's see which way I play it. I like the stun right better because I don't think I have the angle by hit. Yeah, this is the way I like playing it. Yep, now I think I have the angle. I can use straight top on this and run into those balls. I mean, I'm going to have to get a little lucky to come away with a shot here because ultimately it doesn't have to work that way. But it's a real good opportunity for me at least to get a shot. I should have hit him harder, I guess. I was hoping to go right in between them and take the 11 or the 15, whatever. I think it's 11 ball, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm watching these back on a computer screen, so the coloring is not always correct. But I think it's the 11 ball. I was looking to play it back in the other corner. Now I think I'm going to play a safety and hide him behind his own ball. Yep. Yeah. It's really all I could do there, just not give him a shot. Unfortunately, I put the 11 ball back in trouble. Now it's blocked up by the 2. So this is not a great position to be in here, guys. When you run down to 1 ball and you don't get out, usually you end up losing that game. Not always, but usually, because he can play rope-a-dope with me and just not leave me a shot until he gets the good opportunity to run out. That's what I would do. But I've got a pretty good safety on him here, so there's not a whole lot he can do now. Obviously he can hit his ball because he's on his ball. But to make something or to try, even to try to play safe from here is pretty tough. I'm trying to think of what I would do here if I were him. It's a tough call. I probably would just graze the edge of the three with left spin and hit the side rail, the long rail, and let the left spin shoot the cue ball up table and just hook my opponent, not really leave me a shot. He's trying to make it. He called it back where his hand's at. Okay. That was a good hit. He did graze the three. He was almost on it. So when he hit it, the three moved. I saw it. If you rewind the tape, you can see it too. The three ball rocks there. He did make a good hit. I asked him because I was sitting over there on the other side of the table and I didn't see it move from when I sat there. He said, oh yeah, it was a good hit. When I watched it back on tape, clearly, you can see it was a good hit. So I'm going to try to bank this 11. It's all you can really do with it. It's not much else to do. Just try to bank it. And I missed it. Now, this is where I would be punished, typically, because the balls are wide open. But luckily for me here, he doesn't have the best starter shot in the world. It's not easy. Is he going to try to play a combo? Oh, he's playing safety again. That was a smart idea. I think he left me a shot here if I can clutch up and make it. But it was the right idea. If he would have got me behind that 7 ball, I would have been world of hurt. You already know. You guys already know, bro. All I gotta do is clutch up and make this shot. I should come away with something on the 8 ball that resembles a decent shape, but you got to make the shot first, Josh. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the shot. I didn't even get a great shape. That was just a horrible attempt all the way around right there by me, by yours truly. This guy, the bald guy. All right, Nick's coming back up to the table. Attempt number 2. I think this time he goes, right? He doesn't play a safety again. He fires. You got to try to run out here. It was a good shot. You got a good shape on that 2 ball. See, he's a skill level 3, guys, but he's got a pretty clean looking stroke. Pretty clean looking stroke for a skill level 3, that's for sure. He will not stay a skill level 3 very long. In fact, I'd be surprised if he's still a skill level 3 because we're playing 2 matches in one night here, guys, for summer session because we don't want to play every single week. So we play every other week, but we play 2 matches in one night. So in his first match, he played one of my teammates, man, and destroyed him. He played well. So I said, man, I'm going to play this guy, Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Actually, no, they put him on me. I put myself in because they have one other player there I thought they were going to put on me, and they didn't. They put him on me because they thought, man, this guy shoots a lot better than his skill level 3. So maybe we can get him to knock Josh right out. That was their thinking when they put him up because he plays a lot better than a 3, and a 5-2 race is extremely difficult when you're playing someone who can get out. Play extremely difficult when you're playing anybody, but especially when you're playing somebody who can get out. Makes it real tough. All right, so I went and got a jump stick, it looks like. I'm going to just try to jump and make a good hit. I'm calling the ball, obviously, but this is such a long distance. I'm not bad at jump shots, but what I am bad at is when there's a lot of distance after you have to jump, because I always put a little English on it. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I'm not going to hit a rail here. Yeah, no rail. That's ball in hand. But when I have a lot of distance, I jump, and then I have a little bit of spin on it by accident when I jump, and the cue ball usually ends up massing, like curving after I jump. If it's a short jump, I'm pretty good at them. I can make them a lot of times, or at least make a good hit. But yeah, not so much when there's a lot of distance like that. It's hard. Hard for me. Hard for me. Anyway, he's got ball in hand now with 4 balls to get out. I have a good feeling I'm probably going to drop this first rack, and then I'm going to be looking at a 5-1 race, which is no good for anybody. I would have started with the 1 ball there, unless the 1 ball goes real clean past the 8, which it probably does. Otherwise, he wouldn't have shaped it like this. But I would have started with the 1. I wouldn't even have messed with trying to squeeze it past that 8 ball. Okay, it went clean. It must be I guess it's probably a full pocket. He probably had a full pocket. The 8 ball probably didn't even come into play. So he makes this 3 ball, and he should end up on the 8. So yeah, I'm supposed to lose that game, guys. When I run down to 1 ball and I don't finish, and the opponent has a wide open table like that, that's the way it's supposed to go. I'm supposed to lose. Whether I like it or not. I don't like it. I can assure you that. But it is what it is. Ooh, he got diamondized. Oh, he gave it to me. He said, "Nah, you ain't got to shoot those, bro. You're good." Oh, I got so lucky there, guys, because if he would have got to the hill after the first rack, I would have been in a real tough spot. That was a big swing right there. I know it was only the first rack, but he only needs 2. So if he would have won that first rack, I would have been in deep doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. But I got lucky. He bobbled the 8, so I got the first rack. Now it's a 4-2 race. That's way bigger than a 5-1 race. Way, way more comfortable for me than a 5-1 race. All right, he's figuring out what he wants to do here. Trying to figure out what I would do here. Yeah, I don't hate this shot. I don't necessarily like it. I would probably take solids here. I know the 5 ball is a little weird, but his starter shot on the 1 was beautiful. And he could either bank the 5, or he could have used one of those balls on the side rail to come back and get the 5, either way. I'm probably going to take solids still. Yeah. Yep, gonna take solid still, just because the starter shot's so much better, man. And I can, if I do this right, I can move that 4 down there to where I can get a breakout on the 5. Okay, I moved everything. Didn't necessarily want to move everything like that, but hey, I did. I did it. I done did it. I might be able to get on the 5 here, actually. Might be able to play either a stun right, or maybe even straight top might get me over there on the 5. Trying to see if I have an angle to break it out. Ooh, okay. I broke it out. I mean, I got a little love there because I did graze that 12 ball, so I didn't necessarily mean to break it out exactly like that, but I was definitely trying to get to it. I'm gonna shoot the 1 first with a little draw. Come back for, I think it's the 7 down there. Yeah. Pretty long on it, man. Pretty long. I don't think I can reach that shot. I'm going to have to probably use a bridge in order to reach this shot. And I hate using a bridge. I'm just not very good at it because I don't rarely ever do. I always play on 7-foot tables. So rarely do I need a bridge on a 7-foot table. It's pretty rare. This is one of the few types of shots. Just because of the angle, and I'm right-handed. If I were left-handed, easy peasy. But being right-handed, I'd have to stretch the full length of the table to actually shoot this. So I'm going to use the bridge. Probably shape the 6 ball next with a little left spin. But really, I just need to focus on making this shot. It's not a gimme when I use a bridge. It should be, though. I mean, it's a pretty easy shot. It's pretty close, but just don't like the bridge. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, guys. That's why I prepped you for it. That's why I prepped you. I knew I was going to miss it. Oh, boy. Yeah, I remember that shot in the match. I use a bridge one other time in this. I think it's this match as well. I use a bridge one other time. It might be. I played 2 matches this night, guys. Remember I told you we're playing Double Jeopardy. We call it Double Jeopardy. It's really not Double Jeopardy. It's just 2 matches in one night. But I use a bridge one other time this night as well, and I can't remember if it's in this same match or not. But I distinctly remember the bridge shot on both attempts. All right. So Nick's going to try to make me pay, man. He's got a good-looking table except for where I left my 7 ball. That puts his 11 ball in trouble. So if he can do something, he's got a lot of balls down there to get to it, though. You know what I mean? He's got a lot, like right here, he could shoot the 13 with a little bit of left spin and hit the 11-7. That's what I would probably do here. But there's other ways he can get to it as well. He tried shooting the 13. I didn't see a left spin. Didn't look like he had left spin on it, so I don't know if he was trying to break out the 11 or if he just missed a shot. Let's start with the 6 here. I could either just hit this center ball and roll up a little for the 2 in the opposite corner, or I could put a little draw and just come off. Just a little draw, not a lot of draw, just to not hit the 15. Okay, I just put center ball on it. Just hit it with center ball. All right, so I'm going to use inside spin on this one, and I'm going to shape the 5 next because I can use the 5 to get down to the 7. Because I can make the 7, I just got to be down here on this bottom rail. But the problem with it is it's going to make it real tough for me to get back to the 8 ball. But the 8 ball is so close to the pocket, I don't necessarily have to get all the way up table to make it. I just need to get on that side of the table, you know. So if I can make the 7 and just draw straight back a little, I can shoot the 8 from distance. Just because it's so close to the pocket, it won't be too hard. Inside spin, a little too much inside spin. I've got a weird angle on this 5. So now I'm going to have to shoot the 5 with stun, come off of the opposite long rail and back over towards like the 14 ball. That's the only way I can do this. And I can't use a lot of stun because I have to use top. I'm so close to the rail. So I'm going to use like a stun follow here. That worked out. It's exactly what I needed to do. Now I can make this 7 and just draw back a bit. I got to be careful. This is a touchy shot, though, because I'm going to either hit the 11 when I make the 7, and if I draw it too far, I'm going to get hooked with the 14. So I've got to be real careful with this one. It's very touchy. I'm still jabbing my stick back. I'm pulling my stick back. I'm still doing it. I've been trying hard to focus on not doing it, and I'm still doing it a little bit. So when I get, oh, he gave me that. I can't believe he gave me that 8 ball. That was not, I mean, it was long, right? The 8 ball was pretty close to the pocket. Chances are I would have made it, but man, I would have made anybody shoot that shot, I think. I would have made Shane Van Boning shoot that shot, you know? I wouldn't have gave that to him. I'm really surprised he gave that to me. That's pretty. He must be a gambler from back in the day because that's pretty common when you're gambling with people. It's kind of a head game, so to speak, sometimes when you just give them the money ball. When it looks easy, like they're going to make you give them the money ball. And then they don't ever really make a money ball during the match. And then when it comes clutch time, you know, like they have the money ball for the win and it's a tough shot, then you make them shoot it. And they haven't shot one the whole match, you know what I mean? So it's that a lot of people do that when they're gambling. It's kind of like a head play, but I don't typically do that because it doesn't seem to work all the time, you know? You end up getting screwed on it, but I'll give people the money ball sometimes if it's easy. You know, if it's a real easy shot, I won't make them shoot it. But it's got to be a real easy shot for me to do that. I'm not trying to give money balls a 7-foot shot. Just not trying to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that, you know? All right, I'm gonna shoot the 11. I'm trying to get down to where I can make the 9 into the side pocket is my goal here. Saw me put my stick down. I wanted to get just overran it a little bit. If I would have stopped a little bit short of that, I would have had the 9, 10. I would have looked good, but I didn't. I'm calling the 10 in the side pocket. I'm going to try to play it off of the 5. It's what I'm looking at right now is the tangent line. I'm going to try to play it off the 5 into the side pocket. It's a tough shot from this distance. You know, if they were closer to the side pocket, the shot's a good shot. But from here, it's just kind of all I have. Yeah, it was always tough. And at least I did a good job drawing it down to shape the 12 ball or whatever it is down there, you know, the 12. And by doing that, I left him tough. No, he can cut the 2. I was thinking the 2 wasn't cuttable from there, but it is. If had it not been cuttable, I would have left him in a tough spot. All right, he's going to make the combo. And they both fell, which is good news for me and bad news for him. Now he doesn't have an easy shot. Is he going in the side on this? That's pretty thin. Yeah, that's a tough shot right there. Tough acting to knacking on that one, boy. Boom. All right, brings me back up to the table. Let's see if I can finish this rack. Hopefully I can. I should be able to. It's looking pretty good. The only thing I got to think about is the 10, because where that 5 ball's at, I'm not 100% certain the 10 will go in that corner. It might still, because the 5 ball looks like it's on the right side of the pocket. So if I can make this and drift down, if the 10 ball goes past the 5, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, Jack. It must go. That's what I'm shaping. If I hit it soft too, even if it doesn't go, I can take control of that pocket and push his 5 out. Oh, I'm changing my mind. Yeah, I must not like trying to make the 10 ball go past the 5. That's what I shaped it for originally, but I think I changed my mind because I see a better way. Maybe I'm going to put right spin on this and come around and shape the 10 for the other pocket. Oh, I didn't put nearly enough right spin on it. Nope. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have shot the 10 while I had the opportunity, Josh. Why did I change my mind there, you know? I should have shot the 10, and then I shot the 9, and then I shot the 8. That's what should have happened. But it didn't, you know? Now I'm trying to play this off of the 8 ball. I think I called it in the side pocket. I must be trying to play it off the 8. It's the only way. Yeah. Yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. Now I'm in a position again, guys, where I have 1 ball left and my opponent's wide open. You know, these are racks I should be losing, for sure. For sure. Not supposed to do that. I messed up on that one, though. I should have shot that 10 ball before I shot the 9 because I was dead on it. It was perfect. I mean, if it goes, I'm assuming it went past the 5. But me, in reality, at the table, when I was playing this, obviously didn't like that shot. Otherwise, I would have taken it. I can't see me not shooting that. You know, unless I wasn't comfortable with it going past the 5. I may have gotten lucky here, though, because he's got a little rough shape. Now he's a little weird on this 4 ball, and the angle, if he bakes it into the corner, is taking his cue ball to a weird location as well. Because he's got to draw. He's got to use draw on this so he doesn't scratch in the side, and that's going to take him up by my ball and the 8 ball. Oh, he went for the bank instead. That was a smart way to play it. Now, I don't think this 12 ball goes past the 8. It looks to be blocked, but that could just be the camera angle. It could be just a weird angle for us, you know. But if I hit it soft, I can take control of that pocket. That way he has a hard time making the 8. You know, I'll just block the pocket with my ball is what I would do here and leave a cue ball up on the rail if I can. I'm calling it. I'm calling it, but I think it's more of a safety shot than an actual shot.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
It did go. It did go. Gave me that 8 ball. I've yet to shoot an 8 ball, guys, and I'm up 3-0. You know? Now it's an even 2-2 race. Even Steven 2-2 race. I can't get a ball to drop on my break. I just can't get a ball to drop. I remember that. I had a hard time making a ball on the break this night, this league night. I just played this last week. I think it was just last week, about a week ago. All right, he's going to take the stripe, starting with the 11. He's putting draw on it. Where's he going to come? 2. Oh, he's coming back to hit the 9 and maybe open it up. Got a little weird here. The 15 might go in between the 4 and the 10 up to the corner, but it's hard to tell from here, man. So hard to tell from this angle. If it does go, though, that's the shot, I think. If it doesn't go, I'm not sure what he's going to do. Maybe bank the 9, but then he's got to shoot over top of the 10. If the 15 doesn't go, I like banking the 9 here. Oh, he's cutting the 15 to the upper right corner. That's a tough shot. That's a tough shot. Oh, he nailed it. Great shot. Great shot, Nick. Even though he said he's not going to watch it. I don't know why I'm talking to him. He's like, I'm not watching this. Like, bro, if you haven't played pool in 10 years, you're doing all right. You know what I mean? That's what he said. I haven't played in 10 years. Man, you're doing just fine. But you can tell by his stroke he was a player. I mean, it's not going to take him that long to get back into the swing of things if he's just starting back after 10 years off. I know I took a 10-year stint away from pool as well to raise the kids, all that good garbage. It got to the point I'd still play pool every now and then, but it got to the point where I just couldn't play anything competitive because it just frustrated me. When you don't ever practice, you don't ever play, and you get out of the table and you know what to do and you know what your ability is, but you cannot perform just because you can't execute. You don't have the muscle memory and you can't execute the shots. It just gets frustrating. So I just quit playing altogether. I would play at like a bar if we were just hanging out drinking or something, but that was it. 10 years I did that. I quit playing. And then kids got older, they started getting close to graduation time. I had a little more free time, so I jumped back into it. And I've been playing hard ever since. That was five years ago or so. Maybe 6 years ago I started back. 5-6 years, something like that. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. I love this game, All right, looks like I'm likely going to get out of here. I shoot the 6 now, roll up a little bit for the 4, or if I have too much angle, I could follow off the side rail and come back out for the 4 in the side. Either way, shoot the 4 in the side next. And I don't really even have to do much with the cue ball. I could actually just leave it. Yeah, I'm looking at just leaving it right there. I don't want to try to get all the way down table. And even if I did get all the way down table, it makes getting on the 8 a lot tougher. The angle from right around that side pocket shooting the 2 takes me right up to the 8. So don't want to try to get good shapes on this 2. I just want to have a shape to make the ball. Yep, like that. So now I can just cut this bad boy in. I could use inside spin if I want to get fancy and go around that 10 ball, which is probably the right way to play it, because if I don't, I either risk running into that. I don't know if it's a 10 ball or not, guys. I can't see what color it is from here. It might be the 14 ball. But if I run into that 14 ball, I'm in trouble because the cue ball is going to go to the left side of the table. And if I don't put any spin on it, I'm probably going to get real close to that 8 ball. So I want to put left spin, inside spin, and go around the 14 here. It's the best way to shape the 8. Ooh, almost didn't drop. That ball did. Almost didn't drop. All right, he gave me that 8 as well. I thought that was the end of the match, or he thought it was the end of the match. He came up and shook my hand, but it wasn't. I only had 4. I needed 5, so we had one more game to play. I finally made a ball on the break too, guys. Finally made a ball on the break. So let's see if I can do something here. See if I can do something, sucker. All right, I'm going to start with the 11 ball. I'm going to take stripes. I figure I've got to deal with the 9-13 anyway because it's blocking the 8. So I might as well go with stripes. That way I can break those out, open the 8, and try to run this out, man. I haven't had a break and run in what feels like 58 years. That's garbage. I've had one not too long. I usually get a break and run, but this time, man, just not feeling no break and runs, man. And plus, it doesn't help. I had a hard time making a ball on the break. Ooh, I just put myself in a horrible spot here, guys. If the 9 goes past the 8, if I can cut the 9 to the upper right corner, then I'm still okay. But I'm not sure I can even see enough of it past the 7 to do that. Now, I must not be able to, because I would be firing at that if that was it. Yeah, I'm shooting at the 14. I can't see that 9. At least not enough of it to make it, that's for sure. And I don't want to necessarily break out the 8 ball yet if I can't run the table. You know what I mean? I'd rather leave that 8 ball blocked up unless I'm going to run out. Because that makes his out a lot tougher. So I'm kicking at this ball. Close. Good attempt, I guess. It was a pretty okay attempt, Not bad for a bald-headed, red-haired, bald guy. Fat, ugly, bald, old guy. It's the best he could do. Best he could do. All right. He shaped this one short side. He's going long with it all the way up table into the corner pocket. Not bad. Nothing wrong with that shot, though. Executed it. I think he can make the 2-ball here if he wants. He's got to start thinking about that 8-ball now because he does have a good opportunity to run out here. Unless he does that. Unless he does that. Now, he kind of left me in a weird spot because I have a slight angle shooting this, was it 14 ball? I think it's a 14 ball. And the angle makes that scratch a little scary. So I've got to use top spin on this, and I've got to throw it. So I'm going to use left, top left, and hit the ball a little more fat. Yeah, that's how I avoid the scratch there. You hit the ball more fat than you need to. You don't cut it as much as you need to, and you rely on the spin to throw it in. And that avoids the scratch on that shot. All right, so the 10, I don't even think I have to break out this 9-13, just shape it. Yeah, now I can just use a stun follow, and I think the 13 will go in the upper left corner. And if that's the case, I'm out. I'm out, Jack. This should be the game, guys. Should be the game. Hey, sorry for the lack of enthusiasm, too, man. I'm recording this one pretty early in the morning, guys. I just need to get this done. I need to get it out so we can get some content. And I don't like recording early in the morning. That's why I got the Monster, because I'm not a great morning person, you know? I'm always tired, groggy, grumpy. But this morning I said, man, I'm going to wake up early and get this video done, sucker. Yeah, so I didn't have as much enthusiasm as normal, guys, and I'm sorry about that. I know some of you guys probably like it. A lot of you guys comment, well, not a lot, but I get a few comments that are like, bro, STFU already, bro. Just let us watch the match. And I'm always like, bro, there's a mute button. Just hit your mute button, bro. If you don't like it, hit the mute button, you know? And if you do like it, I appreciate you. I appreciate the people who don't like the commentary as well. Just appreciate you watching, man. Thank you guys for all the support. Nick, thanks for letting me record the match, buddy. Even if you don't watch this, I appreciate you. If we meet up again, hopefully it's after you've had some time to settle back into your game. I imagine you're going to move up to a skill level 4 or 5 before long, and we'll have a little bit better race. And we'll do it again, man. Hey, if you guys want some short rail merch, that link is in the description. It's not free shipping anymore, guys. You know, that was a special I was doing, but the shipping is only $3, right? It's only a $3 shipping cost. I've got hats, I've got sweatshirts, I've got t-shirts, I've got tank tops, I've got hooded sweatshirts, I've got Champion regular sweatshirts, guys. Champion stuff's nice on there, man. It's nice. It's a little pricey because buying the actual shirts themselves are expensive just because they have the Champion name. But there's all types of stuff on there. Check it out. Don't forget, if you need a perimeter billiard light for your home table, use code AMATEURPOOL, all uppercase, no spaces, and save yourself some money. And we'll catch you on the next video, boys and girls. Peace.